That's why I think for Dale Jr. grabbing that. Give that urge to so now next time by.
One to go.
That's exciting, isn't it? I just love the noise. You've never been to the drags, have you?
No.
I've got to take you to the drags.
1 year.
Huh?
1 year.
Next year.
Oh, geez, next year.
Truex, Martin Truex Jr.
next
and
year.
Daniel Suarez going to the end of the field. They failed tech inspection.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
they
Truex is
will
going to the
join
rear.
the field at the back.
Rip Truex.
Here's a good look at that number 78, the reigning Monster Energy NASCAR Cup champion, Martin Truex
Whose ride is
Jr.
leaving the end of the year.
His race team just announced last week
Yeah.
they're going to fold up shop at the end of this year.
That sucks.
So Martin,
I feel bad for
no
him.
doubt, hoping to give that race team a fond
I
farewell
want
here,
them to win
not
today.
only with the season-ending championship, but
Johnson
certainly
or
here
Truex
at the
to win this.
Brickyard as well. Again, up front, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick in row 1. Martin Truex was scheduled to start third. Kurt Busch to his outside. Then Joey Logano, Brad
Like you and
Keselowski
Jordan
in
both
row
go to
3. In row
nationals
4,
next
it's
year.
Kyle
Next year,
Larson,
for
Clint
sure.
Boyer. Row 5, Ryan
the ground
Blaney,
shakes.
Denny Hamlin. Row 6, Chase Elliott and Eric Almirola. Row 7, Eric Jones, Jimmy Johnson, the 4-time champion here. And then in row 8, Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Row 9, Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon. Row 10, Paul Menard, Daniel Suarez. Row 11, Jamie McMurray, William Byron. Row 12, Chris Buescher, AJ Allmendinger. Row 13, David Reagan, Michael McDowell. Row 14, Regan Smith, Bubba Wallace Jr. Also, row 15, Matt Kenseth, Ty Dillon. Row 16, Matt DiBenedetto, Ross Chastain, Corey LaJoy, Landon Castle is the row 17. JJ Haley, David Starr at 18, row 19, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Reed Sorensen, row 20, Timmy Hill, and BJ McLeod. Now working your way through the North Short Chute. Look at these screaming fans there ready to greet them. Everybody on their feet for the start of the race, and it is moments away. We see a little blue sky overhead as we get set finally for the rain. Big machine rocket hovering at the Brickyard.
Here we go. Kevin Harvick slides in right behind, 2 by 2 further back, Bob Jenkins.
Boy, it didn't take him long to jump out into the lead. Kyle Busch now in the driver's seat, so to speak, on lap number 1 off of corner number 2 down the backstretch. Everybody good through corner number 2, it would appear.
Yep.
Now they head for turn number 3, and Busch continues to hold the advantage over Kevin Harvick.
To the north end, we saw 2 and 3 wide racing here this morning in the Xfinity race. Half-second lead. Kyle Busch, almost a half-second lead over Kevin Harvick.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he really stretched that out, didn't
he? He did. They're still side by side, Keselowski and Logano, as they move through the second corner, run onto the back stretch. That is the battle for fourth position.
Almost.
Boyer back there in that number 14 machine, trying to find a little room to race. Can't do it so far. Tucks in behind Joey Logano. 22 Paul Larson is also in the race here.
Harvick able to make up a little bit of room that time by, cuts the lead. Now only 0.2 of a second, so a couple of car lead only for Kyle Busch over Kevin Harvick. Now in the backstretch.
And the first 2 laps at an average speed of 181.077 miles an hour. Side-by-side racing in the middle part of the track.
Meanwhile, Kyle Busch to the inside of Bowyer. Oh, and a little wiggle by Bowyer.
Yeah, big wiggle, actually.
Able to keep it under control, though, and now he slides in behind Busch.
How's Kyle Busch that far up?
Busch can now catch Denny Hamlin.
He did pit when everybody else did, I forgot.
Really, man. He had a nice start to this race.
Denny's in 3.
How good is that number 18 Toyota? That's the question. Further back.
Kirk not running bad either. Up 41 car there at
side by side through turn 1.
Another Busch to talk about. Kirk is running either first or second, depending upon where you are on the racetrack. He's got the lead coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Kurt Busch leads.
Denny's coming.
Right now,
the inside.
The 14
of Austin Dillon.
2 wide. Denny Hamlin to the inside. Inside of Austin Dillon.
Intense already again.
File through, single file. Through turns 3. And now 4. Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch The 24 cars had some nice rides here in the Brickyard Field. Denny Hamlin behind him, side by side. Kurt Busch, Clint Bowyer. Bowyer's back in, wiggles a little bit.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin gave Bowyer a shove and then lost a spot. So he's now in 3rd position, battle for the lead.
He lost a spot, so did Bowyer. But now Bowyer to the inside. Looks like he's got a pass on Kurt Busch.
Bowyer to the lead.
Indeed, at the end of the backstretch.
Clint Bowyer, giving that number 14. Great ride so far here. At 46. laps remaining in this first stage.
3 to go. I might as well record the rest of the stage, right? And we get some sun, yeah.
And back there in 5th position is, guess who? Kyle Busch.
The KB right here.
Bob, being told that Martin Truex Jr. lost a brake rotor.
Oh, of course he would.
So, that was the reason why he lose contact with the walls.
Huh? What?
Right now the pits are closed.
It's 2 to go on the stage. It's 2 to go on the stage. The pit's closed. So that means it's time by. White flag for stage 1. White flag for stage 1.
Certainly, if you're in clean air, it looks like it's very difficult for those behind to make up any ground.
Yep. All right, we'll go to the racetrack between 3 and 4. Here comes.
Made that look easy.
He did.
Oh,
Jimmy.
And then look who's right behind him.
Yep,
Kevin Harvick. All 3 wide.
Kevin Harvick right behind him. It's like the start of the race all over again. Busch, Harvick, 1, 2.
Byron
oh, God.
and Menard.
Thank the Lord Johnson's away from that craziness.
In the second corner. Here comes the 3 of Austin Dillon trying to get around Menard.
Wide further back?
Yes, he did.
Probably. These restarts are crazy. is really pulling away now from Kevin Harvick and all the rest of the field as they move now through the second corner.
Too wide further back as the jostling continues, but up front it is all Kyle Busch. Kevin Harvick now second. How about that number 24, William Byron? He's in third. Jimmy Johnson a part of that mix right now. He's to the outside.
For two and just out of the 47. As I like AJ slide to the wall, inside wall.
So, clean the tires, warm them up, clean the gas.
Lap 70. There we go.
Machine. Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick leading the way. Clint Boyer right behind. Now the 12 of Ryan Blaney in the mix. Watch him fan out back there.
Just what I was about to say. Fanning out, three abreast.
Alex Bowman.
Where's the other two?
Is that number 4, Kevin Harvick on the charge. Inside now, Denny Hamlin around the 24. And Kyle Larson with him in the 32.
Yep, sure did.
Kyle Larson with him up. Another nice start by Kevin Harvick. Harvick to the inside, and he's got to deal with Clint Boyer, his teammate, to the outside. Boyer tucks in behind the 4.
Oh, good.
Now he's up alongside the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Boy, these restarts so difficult, as AJ was talking about. AJ Allmendinger were talking about how difficult it is to pass. That means everything is put on both pit stops and on these restarts.
Yep. It is difficult to pass in some instances.
6-year-old Matt Kinson, the stage win here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
That's going to make this third stage really
start. Can he hold that position?
Well, he got it into the first corner okay and is going to be leading, I think, when they come out of the second corner down the backstretch. But look at the fight for position behind. Wow. It is indeed Boyer in the lead down the backstretch.
Oh, God.
They fan out 4 or 5 wide, now getting down into 2 abreast, racing through corner number 3.
With a nice start. Boyer right there. So is Jamie McMurray taking a look to the inside of Boyer, side by side. Gave him a little nudge. Give him another nudge.
Somebody got down in the grass there in turn 1.
Keselowski.
Off the second corner down the backstretch. Hamlin hangs on.
Oh, jeez.
And look who's in third. McMurray right there.
They're going crazy.
McMurray's right there. Hamlin checks out big time. Look at the lead that Denny Hamlin has.
Oh, God, Denny.
Brad Keselowski to the inside. So Brad Keselowski, was he get around Kevin Harvick? Sure did.
Yeah.
Brad Keselowski in that white number 2 for Roger Penske, getting around Kevin Harvick. Harvick giving up another spot as well. Harvick moving back, moving the wrong direction.
To go now over there for a second. And almost head on into the safety area.
Oh my goodness, that's big.
Number 3.
Oh my.
I was going to say, you expected maybe some of the guys who used to drive midgets that would participate in the BC 39, but instead a guy like Landon Castle says, I want to try, and I just think that is tremendous.
Jeez, Earnhardt.
It was a safer barrier, but boy, they had gone a few more yards down the racetrack.
Gosh, that's
you would have
big.
hit the solid concrete.
That was
Still a
big.
pretty good pop there.
Sure is.
Oh, goodness.
Jeffrey Earnhardt,
Yeah, they packed the car.
here we go.
Here we go. We're racing.
And once again, look at the restart from Denny Hamlin.
And Boyer did not get a good restart. He's dropped back to fourth, maybe fifth at this time. But the guy on the move now is Keselowski.
Further back, 2-3 wide down through the south short chute. That's not going to fly. We'll see if they make their way cleanly through turn 2. Meanwhile, you're right, Bob. How about Brad Keselowski? Fresher tires than everyone else around him, and now he finds himself in second and closing in on Denny Hamlin.
In turn number 3
God,
now.
jeez, no. Denny, there's nowhere cautions. Hold him off. Oh, jeez.
Denny Hamlin,
Over
can he
there.
make a move?
Boy, I don't know. He's looking really strong. Got a good run in the second corner. Let's watch him down the backstretch. Hamlin trying to keep the win, and they both bump and rub.
Turn him.
And it's Keselowski who
Turn
right
him,
now
Denny.
has the slight advantage.
Turn
How will
him.
it be in turn 3?
Oh, God, there's gonna be a
Hamlin holds
turn.
on by a half a car length.
Beaten and
There's gonna be a
banging.
turn.
Robbins racing.
Oh,
That's what's
no.
going on at the speedway, and look at him.
Oh, jeez. Wreck him, Daddy. Wreck him.
Advantage. Keselowski over Eric
Didn't have that
Jones.
restart.
Roger Penske eyeing his first ever win in the Brickyard 400.
Come on,
Halfway
Eric.
down the backstretch now on the final lap. Will it be Brad Keselowski in victory lane in the 25th edition of the Brickyard 400? He's at the north end of the racetrack and has a comfortable lead right now on that Roger Jones. Penske won 17 times. He had it when it was necessary and when he needed it.
Well,
Denny had that one.
And congratulations to Roger Penske.
because of
The
that big
wait
crash.
is over. The Brickyard 400.
Well, now Penske
Well, the margin
swapped
of
everything.
victory was .904, so almost a second. The closest margin to victory in the history of this race was in '97 when Ricky Rudd edged out a victory by 183 thousandths of a second.
Sugar boy.
A sigh of relief They are in the playoffs. We have the 16 drivers that will go for the championship in the playoffs beginning next week in Las Vegas. This is Kyle Busch.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, right.
Look at all Dan.
Keselowski stopping to capture the American flag, and this celebration is going to last a while.
Burn it down, Pratt, I guess. I mean...
How about that? Remember Keselowski, he was one of those drivers that stayed out. That pit window opened up and really could have cost him, but the fresher tires in the end really paid off.
Now that caution came out just at the right time. He was on pit lane when the caution came out. And decided advantage had he not been on pit lane when the caution came out would have cost him. But boy, it worked out just exactly right for Brad Keselowski. It was meant to be for the young man today.
Donuts towards the north end of the speedway, and then this is going to be quite a show here.
Oh, jeez.
I thought it was foggy this morning.
It's foggy now.
Keselowski celebrating again. A winner in the Xfinity Series here at the Brickyard, but now gets it done in the big show. We are going to hook up with the folks at NBCSN to hear from Keselowski here momentarily.
Still burning it down.
A champion at the Brickyard.
I'll take it.
Somewhere Roger Penske is smiling.
You can bet he is.
I'll take it.
Incredible
Oh,
success
don't do burnouts on the
at
bricks.
the Indianapolis 500.
Bad
And
Brad.
now success in the stock cars of NASCAR.
So much history with Team Penske here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. When you walk into the main conference room at Team Penske, there's a very large painting of Roger Penske with all the Borg Warner trophies that he has won from the Indianapolis 500. He will now be able to add a Brickyard 400 trophy to that. So many years of trying for Team Penske, 25 tries. They finally make it to victory lane for the Brickyard 400. Brad Keselowski, Paul Wolfe with a strategy call. They're the ones who bring the captain this wonderful win today. What a great win for Brad Keselowski. And a week ago, he had never won a major event in the Cup Series. He has now won back-to-back majors with the Southern 500 and the Brickyard 400. It's going to be a popular win as he salutes the fans. High five for all the guys on the team. Folks at Ford. And Brad, it sounded like there was some emotion in there. I've got to know those final few laps with Denny Hamlin. That was an outright duel.
It was, you know, I got to give credit where credit's due. My crew chief, Paul Wolfe, he made a heck of a call to pit there. We pitted kind of late in the stage, or late in that run, and the yellow came out. We had new tires when we started 8th, and he gave me the ball. You know how that goes, Marty. He gave me the ball, and I had to make a play. And I'm like, dang, this is going to be tough, but you know, we weren't a dominant car by any means, but Paul and everybody executed a incredible race, and I just had to do my job. And here we are in victory lane at the Brickyard. I wish RP was here. I know he's watching at home, and what a day! What a day!
You've now won back-to-back majors, and how about these fans who stuck it out on a Monday to see this?
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you being here. This is the Brickyard. This is awesome. Man, that's great, Marty.
Brad Keselowski, a winner here at Indianapolis, bringing the captain the trophy that means the most. One from Indy.